Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Tim Stoddard. Welcome to another edition of 5-Minute Marketing. This week we're talking about email marketing. This is going to be a very quick tutorial on the exact process that we use for our company, that I use for my personal brand, that we use over at Copyblogger. This is the exact process we use to maximize on our email marketing, and there's also a very simple set of procedures you can put together to maximize on your email marketing. So before we get started, understand that this is using the ConvertKit software. This same set of procedures does apply to other email marketing softwares, but ConvertKit is what I'm most familiar with. So if you have any questions about how to do this with MailChimp, or maybe if you're still using Aweber, be sure to leave those in the comments and I will respond. Tip number one, and this is very, very important. We highly, highly recommend that you do get in the habit of writing an email newsletter. Newsletters are great for a couple of reasons. One, because it's a way to stay in front of your audience. And with newsletters, one of the tactics that I'm using a lot, and something that Brian Clark has some real groundbreaking work on, is using the process of curation. So with curation, what this does is this allows us to create unique content without having to constantly write unique articles, create unique videos. The fact of the matter is that there's so much content out there on the internet that in a lot of cases, the most valuable thing you can do is just be the guy or the gal or the company that puts all of these resources together and delivers them in a place that's easy to digest and is easy to understand. So a weekly curated newsletter is a really great practice to get into, and one of the benefits of this is that newsletters will weed out the worthless subscribers. Effective email marketing isn't about the amount of people on your email list, it's about the engagement rate. How engaged is your audience? And by continuously staying in front of them with a consistent weekly newsletter, the nature of the process is going to make it so the people that aren't interested in your message will leave. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because we want to be providing content to people that are interested in our services and our message. Also, more importantly, one of the very valuable things about a weekly newsletter is the consistency of it. You can't expect a whole lot of results in the first week, the first month, sometimes even the first 6 months to a year. But if you keep showing up consistently every week at the same time and the same day, people start to expect your content. They expect the curation of all the resources you put together, and you will build trust in your industry, and you will become an authority simply by showing up over and over again. So the other reason why we love curated newsletters is because it builds trust. Okay, so up next we're going to go through the actual the technical funnels that we put together. And like I said, I've used the same exact sequence in all of my brands, and it's very, very simple. This leaves room for a whole lot more advanced techniques, such as advanced segmenting. In a lot of cases, like you can tag people halfway through a segment depending on what they've showed interest in, and then after you've served them a separate funnel of content, you can remove the tag and put them back into the original segment. This is all stuff that you can do. That's not what we're going to do to get started. This is a real basic starting principle. This is exactly what to do. Do this exactly. You can copy this idea. Okay, step one, somebody signs up to your email list through a contact form, an ebook, whatever. This right here, this is your welcome message. Send this immediately after somebody signs up for your list. The very next day, and this is all your main newsletter list, send them an email that says, "How can we help?" You want to put a paragraph that says something along the lines of, "These are the services we provide. This is how we want to add value to you as the potential customer." And then you create a list of options. And that is represented right here. Each one of these blue lines is a link. So if you go to Stodzy, we have different options depending on what kind of healthcare company whoever it is that signed up for our newsletter is looking for. So one of these might be addiction treatment centers, one of these might be assisted living facilities, one of these might be dentists. And then each one of these links right here is a trigger. When they click on that link, they are then triggered to get put into the subsequent funnel that is related to the item that they clicked. So it's so simple. Depending on which link they click here, you then set them into, let's say you have 5 different options. Now all of a sudden you have 5 different funnels. And so they're triggered into funnel number 1. Let's say that they click this first link and this is, I'm interested in learning how to grow my dental practice, my dentist business. And so this first funnel is going to be all resources on how to grow your dentist business. So the first email might be another welcome email. The second one might be a blog post that we put together. The third one might be a product or a podcast. Regardless, however you set it up, this is going to create it so that all of your emails are completely automated for as far out as you want them to go in all of the subsequent subject matters that your business and that your brand relates to and provides resources for. This is a foolproof method to really maximize your email. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer any questions about this. It's a very simple process. If you're stuck on how to get started, I'm happy to walk you through. And I will talk to you next week on next week's edition of 5 Minute Marketing. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.